So welcome again to the channel Life with Jennifer JM, and I'm your girl Auntie Jen. My viewers, my friend, and my subscriber. Welcome. Well, you know, Desmond Mackenzie and some of the other them come out and say they not surrender Jamaica to the People's National Party. Me just understand what them are saying. Me just understand what they mean. Because them intend to walk around with intimidation and lies and trickery to get the minds of the Jamaica people. But to not have a sad guest coming, because people wake up now. Darlene first come out and say I did politics and then want for pie and then we hear now the political ombudsman came out also and said it is not politically involved. So you look Darrell Valls, you're not shame. You're not shame. But I want to trick. I will realize, and the people then realize, the police then realize, the doctor then realize, the nurse then realize, the common man out there away from phone support, I realize they all like trickery there. Now, Mr. Damion put out one video. Say in opponent, Mr. Amos, I walk and spread lies. Damian Crawford put out a video to condemn lies. So we have to start have evidence on them. Whap them with the evidence. They make no trickery where them come with. As they come out with it, we highlight. As they come out with it, we highlight them. Hey, a dangerous set of people then we deal with them. Look at this.
Residents of Northwest St. Catherine, this is Damian Crawford, your PNP candidate for the constituency Northwest St. Catherine. I'm making this video because lies will not be allowed to win the next election. The JLP candidate, Mr. Newton Amos, have been consistently going around in the media and other spaces, lying on the realities facing Northwest St. Catherine. One of his most recent was captured on the TV news, where he claimed that Northwest St. Catherine is not being allowed to effectively, and I quote, participate in the Spark program.
We are not able to effectively participate in the Spark program.
This is absolutely untrue. In fact, at current, Northwest St. Catherine is on the list and have work being done for Tucker Road. Indeed, that construction, here's the evidence of that happening as we speak. Additionally, we will be having the start of Nugent Road in another 2 weeks under the Spark program. It is important at this time also to indicate the second untruth, that we have left York Street unattended. Indeed, the 10 roads, based on my recommendation, based on my intervention, and based on my lobbying, have been identified as follows: Yuaton to Polyground, Loydasville to Wandebolas, Nugent Street, Victoria to Linstead via Banbury, Tucker Road, York Street, Trendways to Bermady, Jericho to Waterloo via Orangefield, and Orangefield to Polyground via Naga House. Those are the 10 roads that are on the Spark program based on our insistence as the Member of Parliament and the candidate for the People's National Party at the Northwest St. Catherine constituency. These roads have been contracted and will soon be implemented. Now let us look at York Street. The JLP, who has the mandate to decide which of the roads that we recommended will be done first, have decided to punish Northwest St. Catherine by doing one portion of York Street, which is in Northeast St. Catherine, a seat that they believe they have a chance. And simultaneously, they have chosen not to do the side of York Street that is in Northwest St. Catherine, that they don't believe they have a chance. Logic would indicate that if you were to do York Street as a single road, single contractor should have been given that priority to do both sides in both sides of the constituency. But because of the constituency's commitment to the People's National Party, the JLP have decided not to do the area of York Street on the PNP's side of Northwest St. Catherine and instead to do the part of the York Street on the Northeast St. Catherine side. Yet Mr. Amos is now going around and using dirt to fix York Street. When we intervene, we don't use dirt. You can ask the people that have seen the work based on our intervention, based on our connection in union, and the people that have seen the work based on our intervention and our connections in the Yuatan area, in particular, nutshell. So no matter how you spin it, the PNP is better. As he says,
Silly season. Now it's a silly season more than silly.
he's going around being silly, in line with this election. Thank you, residents of Northwest St. Catherine. Forward.
You see how they lie with it? You see how way the whole of them a plan? You know, I see one clip somebody show me. I believe in an RT boss and the whole of them, but just for argument's sake. That. But I listened to the clip, and the clip was saying, all if Andrew not go win, Andrew go win. Because Andrew go, if him even have to win it by thiefing it, Andrew go thief the election. You can't go listen it. Everybody if you know say Andrew is a Dan. That RT boss is saying, Andrew is a Dan. I may say, when me come out and did say it, you don't look. So, you notice that all the way you see the whole of them are doing, where they sit down and plan. Then plan say we're going to intimidate the PNP them, and them are get afraid and then they go and talk. Right? And that me see them do. Even up at St. Thomas. My little friend put out a statement and I'm going to read it for you. Kimberly Thompson. She said, my name is Kimberly Thompson. I was the People's National Party candidate in 2024 local government for the Trinityville Division in Western St. Thomas. I live and work in the constituency of St. Thomas, Western St. Thomas. Western St. Thomas is represented in Parliament by James Robertson of the Jamaica Labour Party. Now that an election is imminent, I realize some strange things have been happening. I am targeted in several ways by the member of the Jamaica Labour Party campaign team in the constituency on July 16, and she's giving a sequence of what is happening. On July 16, 2025 at 8:50 p.m., my car was blocked by that of a JLP councillor within the constituency as I made my way towards the community of Font Hill. You see them? Me not tell you about them? Me telling about them long time. Again, on July 17, 2025, about 3:20 p.m., it was brought to my attention that a respectable citizen in St. Thomas was trying to get in touch with me because the Member of Parliament complained about me and posts that I supposedly made on social media. Again on Monday, July 21st, more reports were made about me to the said person by the Member of Parliament. Added to that, a separate incident took place on July 21 that I will not comment on at this time because it is now a court matter. However, the essence of this written piece is to solicit the help of the Jamaica people, the NGO and the international community, the Police High Command, and those who believe in free and fair election, is in an environment free of intimidation and political victimization to pay attention to the election campaign in Western St. Thomas. I am kindly asking all well-thinking Jamaican and keeper of justice to keep their eyes and ears on the ground in this constituency. We are not foreigner to this horrible story of dark happening that has characterized this constituency for the last 20 plus years, as I stand firm in my commitment to participate in a strong democracy system and a staunch advocate for justice, truth, honesty, and social inclusion. Well, as Peter Bunting said, shame tree in a live up Belmont Road. So Kim, them not have that. Of my family and myself during this election season. However, based on the current event, sadly, I am firmly of the belief that an individual such as myself, who is aligned to the PNP, does not enjoy the full trust, confidence, and protection of the police in the parish of St. Thomas. I am therefore calling out for help. I do not want too late to be my cry. Now, Kim, you know me follow you, right? I admire you. I sister you stand up, and my sister you love your party. And I see all of that. But let me go tell you, sir. This is one of them trick to intimidate the people. This is one of them trick. And you have to. But anything happen to you? Anything happen to you, we know. I'm glad you put it out. Anything happen to Kimberly in Western St. Thomas? Anything happen to Kimberly in Western St. Thomas? We know. So I'm glad you put it out there, girl, so that they can know. This intimidation strategy now them I use now. One the third term we are Lord. One the third term we will on a brag and boss on a prophetic RT boss. Call the election and get it over. We're not going to intimidate. Stand your ground, Kim, and don't back down. Anything happen to you, we know. And in the name of Jesus, nothing going to happen to you. My viewers, my friend, and my subscriber, tell me what you think. They must stop me here. Whoa. Like, share, subscribe to the channel Life with Jennifer JM. Catch you on the next time.